Welcome to Friday Takeaway. This week, we are looking at two multi-level marketing companies with different market targets, Hi-O and Zhulian. But before we get into that, Japanese PM Shinzo Abe has agreed with counterpart Donald Trump to start trade negotiations in what most people say helps to protect Japanese automakers from Trump's tariff madness. But this is no friendly talk because Japan has been resistant to free trade agreements, and these talks are seen as a major concession for Abe. So in order to not lose traction and support back home, Abe has to tread very carefully, and the world can ill afford another trade war. Oil prices also hit a high on Thursday at 81.93 USD per barrel as Trump's sustained bid to sanction Iranian crude exports could trigger a dramatic shortfall according to reports. And the talk is that Brent could actually reach 100 USD per barrel sooner rather than later. The 1MDB march continues on as Datin Sri Rosmah Mansor, the wife of former PM Dato Sri Najib Razak, was grilled by MACC for about 13 hours on Wednesday about her alleged involvement in SRC International. No arrests were made, but she will also face questioning by the police. Speaking of the police, the CCID also grilled former 1MDB CEO Arukanda Kandasamy for 5 hours on Wednesday. He too wasn't charged with anything, but the cops wanted to ask him about some of his 1MDB talks pre-election and statements he had made during that time. Also in the news was the resignation of Najib's brothers Dato Sri Nazir Razak as chairman of CIMB and Dato Muhammad Nizam Abdul Razak as a director of Petra Energy. Nazir is leaving CIMB after a 29-year stint, saying that the sun was setting on his time as the bank completed its T18 transformation plan, while Petra Energy said Nizam was leaving to pursue other business ventures. In this week's This or That, we delve deeper into MLM companies, in particular Hi-O and Zhulian. The MLM business is interesting because it is essentially consumer. But the argument the companies always give is that when times are bad, people turn to MLM to pick up extra cash. The bigger of the two, Hi-O saw disappointing numbers recently, but some analysts are optimistic on its prospects. Zhulian's results though have been rather flat, but dividends keep coming in. But both saw their counters lose ground after a good start to the year. So is there light at the end of the tunnel? So let's get started. In 1996, Hi-O had the distinction of being the first traditional healthcare company listed on Bursa, specializing in traditional Chinese medicine. Established in 1977, its core businesses include wholesale and retail, multi-level marketing, pharmaceutical, manufacturing and Chinese medicinal clinics. It has over 56 Hi-O chain stores all over the country. It's all about product range, and Hi-O is currently promoting its premium Chinese medicated tonics and is expanding into non-alcoholic products. The company expects to post higher sales in its second quarter, which for them spans August to October, when it conducts its half-yearly member sales campaign. JF Apex says Hi-O's margins are better when compared to the likes of Amway, and risk is lower as it is less exposed to the foreign market and its fluctuations. Also to note, Hi-O enlisted fashion icon Dato Jimmy Choo as a director in the company, and its MLM division has also launched a range of beauty and lifestyle-related products under the brand Infinites. However, recent numbers have been disappointing. Its first quarter FY19 net profit ended July 31st was 38.5% lower at 11 million ringgit due to lower MLM and retail revenue. Revenue fell 35.7% to 80.08 million ringgit from 124.54 million last year. It also saw a lower PBT margin due to higher marketing and branding costs incurred for new products, the fact that it also takes a longer time to build its brand awareness and to promote non-alcoholic products to the younger generation. Despite weaker results, JF Apex says it remains positive on Hi-O and believes it is able to achieve better revenue for its second quarter due to resumption of sales from MLM division. It is keeping its buy call with a lower target price of 4.76 ringgit. However, Afin Huang Capital was not convinced, noting the huge earnings miss and cloudy outlook. It downgraded Hi-O to a hold with a lower target price of 4 ringgit. Overall, we see 2 buys and 1 hold with target prices ranging from 4 ringgit to 5 ringgit 15 cent. The stock continues to weaken and is currently trading at the lowest it's been all year. Its highest close was back in May when it closed at 5 ringgit 30 cent. Zhulian was set up as a private limited company back in 1965 and was listed on Bursa in 2007. Its core business is in multi-level marketing and in the manufacturing and trading of costume and fine jewellery, consumer products and printing. It is based in Penang and has subsidiaries in Thailand, Indonesia and Myanmar. Its second quarter net profit was flat at 12.1 million ringgit, but revenue was actually down 9.28% to 44 million ringgit. That was because of lower demand from Thailand and local market, offset with increase in market demand from Myanmar. In a Bursa statement, Zhulian said it is seeing a more challenging business environment for its 2018 financial year, which ends in November due to weak consumer sentiment in the regional markets plus a fluctuating currency. It also said that the weakening ringgit has adversely impacted its profit margin, as all its export revenue are transacted in USD. Despite relatively flattish growth, the company has been paying dividends consistently in the past years. On July 18 this year, it has announced a second interim dividend of 2 cents per share, after a first interim dividend of 2 cents per share announced in May. It said that it will take steps to ensure that the quantitative targets are well supported. It will also concentrate on both brand building and network strengthening strategy to keep its market position. For the bigger picture, according to Retail Group Malaysia, things are expected to pick up post the tax holiday based on the buying patterns it currently sees. No analyst covers the stock, but trade in the counter remains kind of flat, and the stock is still 30% lower than it was in January, where it was around 2 ringgit.